Welcome back to the Technetium training session. This session is where we take a Poly CCX 400 handset that's straight out of the box. We've plugged it in and it's now saying, what am I? Because the phones can go onto Microsoft Teams or they can go onto a generic SIP server of almost any type. So at the moment, the phone is saying, okay, tell me what I am. But before we can go there, it's asking for a password. This is a new password, and ultimately it will be a temporary password. But what we're going to do is give it a bit of a complicated password, but I'm going to make it just numeric, so when we need to use it later, it's easy to access and you don't have to push 64 different buttons. So the password I'm using at the moment, numeric, 13579850, and confirm the same, 13579850. Give it a green tick, enter, and you need to accept the ELUA. And what language do you want to use? In Australia and the US, English, but we do have other languages. So for Indonesia, for example, they can select their language. Time zone, you don't need to put the time zone in here, but just for the hell of it, let's do that. Your time zone, not anybody else's, that is. We are Sydney, Canberra, which is also Melbourne. Next. Okay, we got the USB optimized, third-party apps on Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is actually already highlighted on the screen of the phone. We'll select next on that one. I want to know what the SMTP address is. We can leave that as default. That can be changed later by Microsoft. So we'll just go tick that one. We go next. You have selected Microsoft Teams. Continue. Yes. So now it's booting up or rebooting with the Microsoft Teams logo. If the phone is going to be used for a user, as in somebody who's going to log onto the phone with their own username and password, once this is booted up to that stage, that's all we need to do. You then can take the phone out to the user and say, here you go, and they can log on using the process in the other video. In this case, I want to log on the phone as a shared device. Before I can do that, I need to get the shared device username and the shared device password, which I haven't done. So I'll create another video and we'll see how we go.